core to Judaism is tradition, and there's no greater tradition than passing on the Torah from generation to generation. So it's very special to have 4 generations participating and not only passing on the Torah from generation to generation, but actually writing one.
It was like magic. It was really, truly beautiful. Watching my grandparents getting their pride and joy. This is what they worked so hard for, to have Jewish children and grandchildren, and they're giving over their love. It's incredible.
This experience was so unique when you think about writing a Sefer Torah and doing that as a school community. So we traveled to 2 different countries and 12 states, and we went into our grandparents' homes.
To be able to share that mitzvah with our parents, our children, our grandchildren, that was awesome. That was very special. That sharing that mitzvah was a real bracha. Yeah.
I hope that they'll remember that experience the way I do. To me, it was very moving, very touching, almost I wanted to say Shechayanu. And the fact that you came to the house and made it more homey, more comfortable.
It was really cool having, my son, who's in 3rd grade, his father, me, and his grandfather writing from the same Sefer Torah that he soon hopefully will be learning from. That connection, that inclusivity of our whole nation, specific in our school and our family, is just like, it's incredible.
It's really incredible thing to be able to give the next generation something that is basically like the root of who we are as a people.
Yeah, and the fact that we have 2 boys who, God willing, are gonna, grow to have their bar mitzvah, and then they can lean from this exact Sefer Torah that they scribed in, and their great-grandparents scribed in. I mean, that's special.
But this is from generations back, from Germany, from Poland, and it just means so much, the continuity and bringing all this forward and being part of it and being part of these generations.
I think it gives them something to hold on to in the future. In 10, 20 years, they might have another experience or just think about Or Chadash or go to Shul and see the Torah and be like, oh yeah, I had one of those in my home, and I was able to be a part of it, and I was able to then use it in my school. I think that's really important.
This Torah as a school community, from great-grandparents to children. All those generations held the quill, dipped it in the ink, and scribed a letter in the Sefer Torah. We wrote it.
When they see the Sefer Torah, and they're going to say, holy mackerel, I wrote a letter in that Sefer Torah,
We wrote Chaf in the word Bechol. The last mitzvah on the Sefer Torah is to write in it, and I got to do that mitzvah.
When we think about what matters most about Jewish education, is that we are passing on our knowledge, our Masorah, our Emunah, and our Torah from one generation to the next.
We're so thankful to Suburban Orthodox and to Rabbi Silber and the whole Kehillah there, who's lent us Sefer Torah these past number of years, but it's not ours. It's not our Torah. It's on loan. It's not the same. We can't wait for tomorrow morning, getting into davening, opening up the Aron Kodesh, taking out our Torah, having the boys lane from our Torah, getting an aliyah from our Torah, their Torah. And this is going to be their legacy. Being here, they were here when the Torah was given. They were in 8th grade, they were in 7th grade, they were in 6th grade, they were at the minyan. and they're watching the first time. Imagine the first time a Torah is being used. What an awesome opportunity.
Mazel tov, and thank you for your involvement in OCA's Torah campaign.